Hi viewers, welcome to the lesson 12 in our series of lectures on genetic resources and conservation. Today we will be talking about the endemic species, native species and the exotic species. What is the difference between these species? So first of all, we will be talking about the endemic species. Endemic species are usually the species of plants or animals or other microorganisms that exist only in one geographical region. So the name endemic is given on the basis of their distribution in the geographical regions. So if they are only confined to one geographical region, then these species are known as endemic to that specific region. And this region can be as small as a one mountain, or this can be as big as one continent. So the area or region can vary in its width or in its area, like it could be large or small area of the earth, but the endemic species, they are confined to one geographical area. So there are two types of these endemic species. One are the pleo-endemic species. These are those species which were found to be on numerous areas, but now they are confined on in one area. So in previous times they used to exist on different places on different geographical areas, but now they are confined to one geographical area. They are known as pleo-endemic species. While on the opposite of this, the neo-endemic species are those species which have never been existed outside of their place of origin. For example, the Galapagos turtle, it used to exist on Galapagos Island, and it never exists, it never go outside its region. So this is the Galapagos Island is the region of its origin as well. So this is native to that Galapagos Island, and while it's endemic to that Galapagos Island as well, because it originated from there, that area, and it exists on say uh, only in that on that island. So this is endemic species. So endemic species are those species which exist only on one geographical area or geographical region, while the native species are those species, these are also known as the indigenous species. The indigenous species and the native species, these both terms are used interchangeably. So native or indigenous species are those species which are found in their natural area or the region from which they originate, and they can also exist on other places as well, but they are associated with one area or one region. For example, giraffes, they are present or they are originated from Africa, so they are present in the African countries, but the giraffes, they can be found on other areas as well, but they are native to Africa. Similarly, koala is originated from the Australia, and so these are native species to the Australia, but these can be found on other places as well. So the native species are those species which originate from one region, but they can be found on other regions as well. While the exotic species are those species which are non-native species or non-indigenous species, because they live outside of their natural habitats. So these species are also known as invasive species or introduced species, because exotic species, they are brought to their non-natural habitat usually by the humans, and so they started living there, and that is not their natural habitat, or that is not the region from which they originated. So these exotic species are non-native species or non-indigenous species. So this was our today's lesson about the endemic species, native species, and exotic species. In this lesson, we saw, or we just talked about the difference between these three types of species, and why these species are differentiated as endemic species, native species, or the exotic species. For more videos on the genetic resources and conservation, please subscribe my channel, that is MH Biology, and keep watching my videos. Goodbye.